Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Paper25 here, and today I am bringing you my 2018 Six Flags predictions. In less than 36 hours from the time this is being recording, we will see Six Flags 2018 announcements go up from across the chain. All the parks will be receiving something, big or small, and it's my job here today to figure out what they'll be receiving. I've been following as many teasers as I can, trying to figure out as much as I can, and honestly, this is difficult. I'm gonna go right here. This is quite a bit harder than Cedar Fair's was. Like Cedar Fair, I can get 6 of them right off the bat, and the rest were reasonable predictions. Six Flags is already just unpredictable this year. They added an RMC Raptor and announced it before Railblazer. Like, I'm going big in a few of these, and I will be wrong on quite a few of these, so bear with me. I mean, I'm going to be a bit broader with this one. I'm not going to say specifically what. Like, if I say flat ride, I'm not going to say specifically what, but I'll give some ideas. Honestly, I mean, if you're watching this after August 31st or on August 31st, since it's being announced so early in the day for us Americans, you'll probably be laughing at how stupid I was in these predictions, because I really didn't have any clues on, like, at least half of these parks, and the rest were just educated guesses based on what was being removed. Some parks are removing something, but we don't know what it is yet. So, honestly, let's just say let's get it out of the way. We're going to go from largest to smallest, starting with the flagship park, Six Flags Magic Mountain. I mean, they already made a big announcement. They already dropped the bombshell with 365-day-a-year operation for the 2018 season, which that is fantastic. I think parks in California definitely could be doing that. You can also create full-time jobs with that as well. Six Flags definitely can attract a crowd in the wintertime, and it's definitely, the climate down there is barely even noticeable. It's a bit rainier from what I've heard. It's a bit colder, but it's still very warm, unlike us here in Illinois, where I'm just freezing. And I feel like they're also going to add something to their dry park. Their water park doesn't have a lot of room to expand, so I'm definitely thinking they're going to put in another thrilling flat ride in their park. Their last one technically was Justice League. Before that was Lex Luthor. So I'm thinking along the lines of a Zamperla Giant Discovery or a very tall Skyscreamer, possibly world record breaking. Because Six Flags Magic Mountain does not have a lot of trouble with height, considering they put up a 400-foot coaster already with Superman Escape from Krypton. And they could probably be able to do it again with a Skyscreamer, especially if they put it at a lower elevation than Superman Escape from Krypton. So they could probably get away with a 400, 420, 425, 450-foot Skyscreamer even, which would be fantastic considering how scenic Southern California is. Either that, or we are going to see a Zamperla Giant Discovery. I have like 4 parks that are slated to get one of these in my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I know one's already confirmed because of external leaks. But I feel like I think a Skyscreamer is the best option for this park, considering that you have to take they do have a red Eiffel Tower-like attraction, where you can just go up, look at a library, get some views. But this would be a good ride to do it while being thrilled at the same time. And I've been on New England Skyscreamer. It's an absolutely fantastic ride. And I think Magic Mountain should get one of these. And I think they will. Probably call it Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. But, I mean, I don't care. I mean, Wonder Woman's becoming more and more meta. So I'm just going to say that. I'm going to move on now to one of the hardest parks to say something with, because they've been teasing relentlessly, but have not given us anything. Six Flags Great Adventure. In the last week, Star Lab teasers have sprung up in 4 different areas of the park. I believe their kids area, DC Universe, I believe Golden Kingdom, and somewhere else in the park. They've got 4 different teasers. Some say, oh, that might mean 4 small attractions, 4 flat rides. I see that unlikely. However, I will use the teaser to say that this will be in the DC-themed area. Some people should know that Justice League, the addition of Justice League, cleared up some former land that, like a stage show or Batman and Robin the Chiller used to sit on. Now they got a little bit of room over by Justice League for a flat ride or 2. And, I mean, I think it's going to be themed to either Cyborg or the Flash, because those are the 2 that they're missing. They have Green Lantern, they have Batman, Superman, Bizarro, and probably a few others. I mean, I don't know a lot about the superhero-themed flat rides. I don't think they have a Wonder Woman attraction yet, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Radicals say, like I said, there could be 4 new flat rides. Not thinking it, not feeling that. However, they have said that they are going to put in a world's first in the park, which I think the most popular rumor, I agree with the most popular rumor, is a Skywarp. I'm going to preserve all my brain power, not sorting through all of the things that Six Flags has put in, or all the prototype things that Six Flags has not put in for a world's first. There's a lot of stuff, but I feel like in that small footprint by Justice League, I feel like a Sky Warp or one of those SNS Twisted Loopers is a good fit. And I feel like it would also fit Six Flags Century Way. The main criticism is, well, they already have the Super Loop. They already have El Diablo. This thing would be too similar. You're talking about a park who's had 2 Frisbees and 2 Boomerangs in one park. I mean, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom has 2 Frisbees, and Six Flags New England has 2 freaking Boomerangs. They're different, but they're the same. So, just don't question it. We're going to get another park with repeat attractions, just for the sake of adding something every year. And Skyline Attractions has confirmed that they have sold Skywarps. So we are seeing at least one Skywarp this year. And I think this could be the world's first. I have a couple other parks that might be slated to get Skywarps as a possibility. Next up, we're going to go to Six Flags Great America. Sorry about the all-calibrated picture of the Twisted Looper. I kind of had a brain fart because I was doing split screen, and I don't get a full screen on split screen. Common sense. And honestly, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not going to go out too deep into this because I made an entirely separate video in this manner. And oh my goodness, it got over 1,000 views in less than a week. And I'm like, that is the fastest video I've ever had to reach 1,000 views. It reached 1,000 views in under 6 days. So just a little bit of sappiness and just say thank you very much for that. That was incredibly satisfying to see that reach 1,000 so quickly. And you can scroll down a couple videos. This will be the second video after, because I put up a Wild Thing review before this, and then before that I put up the Great America video. And in summary, we're just going to summarize it real quick. King Chaos got the axe. It actually closed this past Sunday, August 27th. This is being recorded on Tuesday, August 29th. And I feel like it may be relocated. I think it's entirely possible. I need to look at deconstruction to see if it's being taken apart piece by piece or knocked down entirely. I have 4 ideas, though. A standard 22-meter Super Loop, which does not fit the entire footprint. The world's tallest Super Loop, easily 100+ feet tall. Plausible, better fit, and will be one of the record breakers. An SNS Twisted Looper, which it will be a world's first, or a Skywarp, which is my optimal edition, and I feel like will fit the footprint the best because of its long, narrow footprint, just like King Chaos. And they can use the fountain and the former queue and everything just to fit a bunch of people who want to ride this. Regardless, we're going to see something long and narrow, and it will be called Hurricane Force 5, reusing names from Six Flags Fiesta Texas Disco, because they're teasing Chase the Storm, and I feel like it's confidently going to be named Hurricane Force 5. Even though Storm Chaser does not have a tag, I feel like it's going to be a bit more obscure than just chasing storms. So that's what I'm going with. Now moving on, we're going to go over to Six Flags over Georgia. No doubt about it. This one's easy. They will be receiving an RMC conversion of Georgia Cyclone. If they weren't, they would have not ever moved track towards the brake run, according to some visitor photos. And they wouldn't have. They would have probably just knocked it down already. It probably would already be scrapped because they need to put a new attraction there. We're going to see an RMC Georgia Cyclone for 2018. Also, there are people saying that there will be more things coming to over Georgia. Some say that there will be a new flat ride in Gotham City or a retheme or something like that. And I think that they'll also get a Hurricane Harbor expansion as well. Because their Hurricane Harbor hasn't been expanded since it opened, or I think it was expanded in 2014 when it opened or something like that. It hasn't been expanded in a few years, and I think it's time to put another expansion to their water park. It's kind of a small water park considering they actually have a much larger one called Six Flags Whitewater, minutes away. I mean, RMC Georgia Cyclone's the big one, but I think we'll see a minor addition, or probably another slide complex in Hurricane Harbor as well. Because I feel like that they've been teasing, oh, here's a video of the former entrance of Georgia Cyclone. Hurricane Harbor this way, Gotham City this way. Come back later. Come back 2018. Yeah, that's the teaser. That's the gist of the teaser. And I think we're going to be seeing a Hurricane Harbor expansion as well. Because why would they specifically guide you to Hurricane Harbor, of all things? Why can't they guide you to Superman? Or Acrophobia? Or Blue Hawk? I don't know, I'm just coming up with random things in the park on the right side. Or Justice League. Maybe they put up some hype for Justice League. No, Hurricane Harbor. Yes, it's in the direct path, but you got to go all the way to the end of the right corner. Back right. I'm not going to go too far into this. This is not a rumor video. This is a concise analysis. So I'm going to move on from Six Flags Over Georgia. Georgia Cyclone RMC is obvious, and a Hurricane Harbor expansion is entirely plausible, and likely, I'll say. Moving on, we're going to go over to Six Flags Over Texas. And for the past week, every 2 or 3 days, we've been seeing teasers being put up at the park in all their social media platforms. From what I can get, they're working their way through the park in a series of gray, blurry, almost staticky flashbacks, which eventually leads them to Gotham City. And I think this will be a flat ride themed to DC character. They just got Joker, SNS 40 free spin last year. And I'm thinking either a Flash or a Wonder Woman themed. And as for what it can be or where it'll be located other than Gotham City, I'm honestly stumped. I feel like this is another candidate that's very likely to receive a Skywarp. And it fits the lineup quite well, considering they never got a Super Loop during the craze of 2015-16. 5 parks did not get a Super Loop. Over Texas, Great America, Magic Mountain, Mexico, and La Ronde. They never got Super Loops. The rest of them did. So this is their time to get Skywarps, or SNS Twisted Loopers. So this is one of those parks. I feel like of all the parks, this is the most likely one to get a Skywarp of all of them, because there's other options for Great America. I mean, King Size Super Loop's always in the question, but I think this park definitely could use the world's first Skywarp, considering this is the original park. And it seems to fit. It's like traveling through space and time. It's a blur. I don't know. The theming I don't really get a lot of, other than they're slowly making their way towards Gotham City. We're just going to wait till Thursday. We're going to wait till Thursday to see what goes on with this, what this develops into, and we're going to move on to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. It's already confirmed, done and over. We're receiving Wonder Woman Golden Lasso, RMC Raptor for 2018, and that comma was meant to be a colon. It's already done. People have already analyzed it. We already know what's coming. We already know where it's going. We already know what replaced it, or what was replaced. We already know what it looks like. We already know the layout. We know everything. We even know the capacity and station. So there's nothing to speak about here that hasn't been said already. It's an RMC Raptor. It was announced first just so they could be a dick to California's Great America and until they can steal the light away from Railblazer. Because they would have announced Railblazer first had Six Flags Fiesta Texas not stepped in early August. So, yeah. I'm going to move on here. There's really not a whole lot to talk about with this. Six Flags New England, on the other hand, is one of those juicy parks. Because this, you'll notice that both the attractions and the pictures are the exact same. And that is because the Village of Agawam's town board has already confirmed that Six Flags New England will be receiving a Zamperla Giant Discovery for 2018. The location is slated to be by Mind Eraser, Joker, and Batman, and will most likely be themed to either Wonder Woman or the Riddler. They can also go away with like Harley Quinn. I don't know, but I think Wonder Woman will be the most likely choice considering how popular she's getting with the new movie that came out this year, and especially as a symbol of female empowerment. I've heard their teacups have been closed and possibly removed/relocated, and their slingshot I've heard is on the cutting block as well. I don't know how much space they're gonna need to put or how much airspace, what the diameter, the circle or the circumference they're gonna need to put all this there. But if it's gonna fit in that general area, I feel like their slingshot can also get the axe. There's already been a little bit of jostling around going in that area with their teacups that were in a little tent. Didn't even know they were there, to be honest. I'm just gonna say that we already know what it's going to get. We have a general idea. We just don't know the situation of their other attractions that currently inhabit that spot. Are the teacups going to be scrapped? Are they going to be relocated within the park? Are they going to be going to another park? Is the slingshot going to go? Is it going to stay around? I don't know. So, yeah, and I already covered the names. So, I'm moving on to Six Flags Mexico. Now, this park has done absolutely no teasing, and if they did, I don't understand Spanish. It's the most popular park in Latin America, and it needs to deliver, just to keep guests coming back. And they're due for a coaster in the next year or two. Their last one was a RMC conversion of Medusa with Medusa's Steel Coaster, the first ever barrel roll drop. So, I feel like they're going to be receiving a thrilling flat ride this year. In 2017, I don't think they received anything, because I think they just had like a Mardi Gras celebration, further development of Hurricane Harbor Waxtepec. And the year before, they received Justice League, part of the second wave, along with Great America. So a giant discovery, I feel like, would fit the park very well. And if not, I think they can be due for an SNS 40 free spin. However, the only problem with that is because the only things that Six Flags will name it was Batman the Ride or the Joker Free Fly Coaster, which they already have Batman the Ride of Vekoma SLC and the Joker, a Gerstlauer 424 Pandemonium clone. So they got to get original. Probably call it like Harley Quinn Spin Sanity, something like that. I'd like to see a black and red free spin themed to Harley Quinn. That actually would be brilliant. I wish we could have gotten that instead of the Joker. It's kind of an eyesore. So yeah, moving on from Six Flags Mexico because I'm honestly not sure, and I'm basically going to be surprised whatever they get. If I get this right, I'm going to be extremely surprised. We're going to move on to the next park. We're going to get to some of the smaller trash tier parks. Discovery Kingdom. I think they're going to be getting some sort of flat ride or a V2 refurbishment next year. In a teaser, they vaguely said, this ride will make you scream. So it's not a kids expansion, it's most likely not a Hurricane Harbor expansion, and it's not a restaurant. So, what are we going to see? I think an SNS free spin, probably themed to either Batman the Ride or Harley Quinn Spin Sanity, or some sort of family flat ride. I don't think we're going to see a thrilling flat ride, because they already have an Aero 360, they already have a Giant Discovery, they already have a Skyscreamer. They don't really do drop towers because, you know, the 150-foot height limit. An SNS 40 free spin would be a perfect fit for the park. Either we're going to see some family flat ride, something along the lines of like, I don't know, I'm thinking ancient. Whenever I think of a flat ride, a Troika just pops in my mind. One of those modern flat rides. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Who knows, it could be a world's first flat ride. So, I really don't know what they're going to get. I just know they're going to be getting something in the dry park that's either a coaster or a free spin or a V2 refurbishment because the teaser was in front of V2, which, according to Discovery Kingdom natives, has a terrible reputation for being open. And some people say it's not that good. The park actually has remained silent until yesterday, Monday, August 28th. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to see here. It's going to be some sort of flat ride or compact coaster in the dry park. So, moving on, I think the next two are going to be quite compelling. We already have some external evidence and some vigorous teasing. St. Louis is an easy one. Landscape drilling, geological programming, I don't know. They basically were testing land, drilling in the land at Hurricane Harbor last month. And the drilling company themselves unofficially confirmed a Hurricane Harbor expansion. And they're currently teasing Sound the Alarm. Something big is coming in 2018, which could require some sort of natural disaster theming. And as for what? I think a Thunder Rapids water coaster is a perfect fit for the park. I think their water coaster would quite happily balance their lineup in their water park. Their water park is pretty good already, but this water coaster would make it even better. We all know they're going to put in more Thunder Rapids after the success of Fiesta Texas's Thunder Rapids, which Fiesta Texas is a guinea pig park, which we most likely will see RMC Raptor clones in the next 2 or 3 years. I mean, I think they might have to either get a little bit weird with the layout or remove their speed slides that are right next to it, because they were drilling right next to their tornado slide. So we might see the removal of their speed slides for this, or they might just get creative, or they might not be adding a water coaster at all, and instead adding some sort of slide complex, which would save the speed slides and bring a lot more traffic to the park if Tornado already didn't do that already. I feel like the speed slides just may be sacrificed, though. So, yeah. We're going to move on to Six Flags America. This is actually the most intriguing case we've had all year. This park, I'm going all out with. I think they are secretly teasing their multi-year plan for at least the next 2 or 3 seasons. In a series of 4 teasers that have continued through today, they have put 4 rides in the chopping block. Penguin's Blizzard River, which is an identical clone to Splashwater Falls that got the axe at Six Flags New England last year. The area itself does not take up a lot of land, but there's a lot of dry, flat land behind it where Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth is. And if they remove it, they can put something big. Easily can fit an RMC Raptor or something bigger. Probably like another comp. You could fit Batwing in that spot back there, and easily Mind Eraser, possibly twice over. So it could be used for something big, like probably either a B&M, some big RMC. A Raptor would be a good fit for the park, but that I don't think we're going to see in 2018. If anything, I think they're going to focus more on the water park this year. 2 slides are up on the chopping block. Zoomazon Falls, a quadruplet of tube slides, and Castaway Bay, a lazy river, swimming pool, and drop slide and diving board complex, which sits in a nice plot of land where they can easily fit a Thunder Rapids water coaster. According to Six Flags natives, Castaway Bay is in the chopping block because it's a dump. There's a lot of chipping paint and waste, and just the water's kind of filthy from what I've heard. So in place of those two, either one, we'll see a water coaster and possibly more. Zoomazon Falls actually opens up an entirely different part of the park, because there's a line of wetlands separating Mind Eraser in that area, like Claim Jump. I don't forget what it's called, something Western or generic, or like it's like a ghost town or something, and Hurricane Harbor. They can expand Hurricane Harbor into that because you either have to go around Mind Eraser and Rodeo, or just expand Hurricane Harbor in the former plot of Zoomazon Falls. The only problem is that I believe it's government-protected wetland, so they have to negotiate with environmentalists. And I already talked about PBR spot. We might see another flat, but I think we'll see another big coaster and a retheme, since they put the entire city of Gotham on the chopping block. They're going to retheme it. I feel like the retheme can be done in 2018. They'll give it a new layer of paint. They'll make the theming a bit more bright. It'll probably be called DC Universe. Will not kill any of the current rides except for possibly PBR, Penguins Blizzard River. This is a very interesting park, and I think they have secretly revealed their intentions, because a lot of parks are doing out with their water rides. The only water rides that Six Flags America will have will be a Shoot the Chutes and a Roaring Rapids type attraction, a Rapids ride, if they remove Penguins Blizzard River, which that's a good enough lineup already. And they are 2 slides in Hurricane Harbor, which they'll try to send people there, especially if they're opening up a water coaster. So I wouldn't be surprised if they give us the entire thing and say all of them are going to be removed. Penguins Blizzard River, Zoomazon Falls, Castaway Bay, and Gotham City rethemed to DC Universe. Not like everything in Gotham City, because that means we lose 3 coasters. Which we don't want to lose the 3 best coasters in the park, because they are the 3 best coasters in the park. And now we're going to move on to the 2 twice removed, neglected cousins of the family. Six Flags Great Escape. I think they're going to be receiving something in the dry park. If there's one park that they are going to hand down King Chaos to, I feel like it'll be this one. They've gone 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Like I think this will be the 2nd season without a thrilling flat ride. This doesn't take up a large footprint. They put in a super loop in 2016, a water park expansion in 2017, so a water park expansion's out. I think we're either going to see some sort of hand-me-down attraction or a family flat ride, or we're going to see some sort of kids expansion, because Timbertown hasn't been expanded since it was introduced back in the start of the decade. I mean, either way, Great Escape's not going to get anything big, anything major. I mean, they might get a hand-me-down if they're lucky. They have received lots of hand-me-downs in the past, such as, most notably, Sasquatch, their drop tower from Six Flags New Orleans. I honestly think that we can see a hand-me-down, or we could see some sort of family attraction or kids attraction. Like, really, it's not that hard to do this park. It's just going to be another bunch of New York residents near Buffalo or Queensbury or whatever it is, somewhere in New York that's just going to be disappointed. And Darien Lake's no better, because New York is a freaking ghost town for theme parks. States like Ohio can get the world's best theme parks, but a freaking state like New York can't get a single good one. Logic. And finally, moving on to the redheaded child, the illegitimate redheaded child of Six Flags, is LaRonde. Long overdue for some big investments. Like, it's not even funny how much they've been keeping us hanging. We need to see a Le Monster RMC, which they have Le Monster has barely even been operating for the past couple seasons. They have all the tools, all the land, and everything they need to make this park relevant again. We could see Le Monster RMC, Cobra replacement, and some new coaster like an RMC Raptor. But no! We're going to be seeing something disappointing this year, and you can assure me on that. we're going to see something. Cobra's ready for scrap. They're not going to relocate that thing. It's not worth relocating an intimate stand-up that barely even got used and never really drew a crowd. Stand-ups are a dying art. They're trying to get rid of them left and right. Monster's ready for RMC. Just get Monster ready for RMC. They're just bad at getting things done. They're going to procrastinate on it and add something small. Probably like a super loop. I think that we can see a super loop there. I mean, I hope Laurent honestly surpasses expectations and puts something big in. But honestly, I don't have high hopes for Laurent. So, yeah. On that disappointing note, I hope these additions go beyond my expectations. I set the bar pretty low for these parks, with only 2 new coasters coming to the parks these years. I hope they blow me away. I hope this is a massive year, considering Duffy's out for back to Jim Reed Anderson, which things were better under Anderson. Because 2016 was the year responsible under Anderson. 2017 was Duffy's year, and we all know how well 2017 went. And then this year they got Anderson back. So I feel like we'll see some more stuff. I feel like we'll see better stuff than we did last year. And with a bunch of new compact rides that Six Flags can clone over and over and over again, and with easy installation, I think we're going to see a lot of these interesting attractions come out. They're starting to work with manufacturers they cut ties with in the past 3 years, such as Zamperla with their giant discoveries, Fun Time with their Star Flyers, Larson, we might see more of their Super Loops, considering Valley Fair is going to add Delirious. It's going to be a jumbled mess. But I really hope Six Flags does impress this year. I mean, we set their expectations so low for them every year. We think that every park's going to get just a new trash can, and that's it. I mean, not that bad, but we're just going to get a barrel of disappointment, and that's it. I really hope it isn't that way, but I have high hopes for this, but I set my expectations low because of reasons, and because of the disappointing 2017 fiscal year. And their stocks have taken a 1% decline because of low attendance, because they're not adding original stuff. Yada yada yada, you get the gist. I'm really hoping for a good 2018 year. We'll be figuring this out Thursday. I believe the announcements go at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time, 6 a.m. Eastern on Thursday, August 31st. Be there. I'll make a video that day. I am able to make a Six Flags Chain 2018 analysis on Thursday. Look forward to that. That's going to be another video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you've enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscription, especially a comment. If you guys have different thoughts, let me know. I really want to debate with you guys. I think that I have my views, but I might have missed something completely that you might be screaming and you might already be 99% certain will be coming to the park. So, I hope you guys have a great insert unit of time here, and as always,